I got you.
Bathroom.
You can't use the bathroom right now.
Why I can't?
Because you're on a traffic stop.
Why I'm on the traffic stop?
No, hey, no weapons on you?
No.
What's this?
Cover this gun. Cover this gun.
Come on.
What do you need?
I need some medical aid. Okay.
A routine traffic stop over an improper lane change suddenly turns into a life or death encounter in a matter of seconds. One moment, the officer is discussing a traffic violation. The next, he's yelling, "Don't reach for that gun," as backup races to the scene. This body cam footage is a powerful reminder of just how quickly a seemingly ordinary stop can become deadly. Stay until the end as we break down every critical moment and discuss whether this shooting could have been avoided. If you enjoy in-depth police body cam analysis and true crime breakdowns, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Grave Note, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload.
What's up, bro? What's up, boss man?
What's going on?
You got your license and insurance on you?
Yeah, I got all that.
All right, man. You switched lanes without signaling, and then when you came in here, hold on. And then when you came in here, you signaled. You got a signal outside of 100 feet.
I got a signal outside of 100 feet.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Outside of 100 feet. Initially, when you switched lanes to the right lane, you didn't signal to switch lanes. And then when you came in here, you signaled, but not outside of 100 feet.
I'm saying, I just feel like, what you doing? I'm saying.
What do you mean? I'm doing my job, bro.
I'm saying, I don't have nothing to, I didn't do anything wrong. You acting like I switched lanes. I put my signal
Hey,
on.
brother, this is my job, man. All right? It's just
But
a
I'm
traffic
saying,
stop.
what's
Hey,
your job?
that's me. To pull traffic stops on violations. You got a license and insurance on you?
I need to take a piss, man. Y'all sitting up here. You trying to get some gas? Y'all in the way, man.
What are you looking for, insurance?
No, I ain't looking for money. I know.
You need your insurance.
Boss man, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't on no bullshit. I'm cool.
I don't know you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you.
You getting to know me. I'm giving you my
What's in the
insurance.
cup? Let me ask you that. I smell booze. Is it just a little bit of booze?
Small stuff.
What is it?
Small stuff.
All right, no big deal. What is it? Wine?
No, little stuff. I just came from my homie crib.
All right.
My homie just came in town.
All right, man.
I ain't
Listen
on
to
no
me, all right?
bullshit.
I'm not too worried about a little bit drinking that cup. All right, man. I'm not worried about that. All right.
What you worried about?
I'm not worried about nothing. While I run you though, step outside here for me. David, one more car, no music.
Can I use the bathroom?
What's that?
I said, can I use the
When
bathroom?
you're done, bro, you
I
will.
gotta use the bathroom. So can I use the bathroom? I just gave you my stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
The bathroom.
You can't use the bathroom right now
Why I can't?
because you're on a traffic stop.
Why I'm on the traffic stop?
No,
though?
hey, no weapons on you?
No.
What's this?
That's my dick.
Nah, man, it's not.
It is my dick.
It's not.
That's my dick, bro. What are you doing?
Hey,
What are you doing?
listen to it.
Come on, man.
Listen
Don't
to
do
him.
that. Don't do that.
David, step it up.
What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Hey, do not reach. 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 Step it up.
Let me go.
Do not reach, bro. You're gonna get kicked. Do not reach or you're gonna get shot. Do not reach. Do not reach. Bro. Do not reach. Bro, do not reach.
Let me go.
Do not reach. Bro, do not reach for that gun. Do not reach for that fucking gun. Do not reach for that fucking gun or you're gonna get shot. You hear me? You hear me? It's not worth it, bro.
Oh, what are you doing?
It's not worth it. Bro, it's not worth it. You're gonna get shot. Do not reach. David, step it off. He's got a gun.
Oh, get up there.
David, step it up. You got shot. Whoa.
Step back, step back.
Cover this gun. Cover this gun.
Buddy, my body camera fell. Buddy.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go secure this.
Come on, buddy. Hey, come on.
What do you need?
I need some medical aid.
Okay.
Go sit down, man. Go sit down.
Well, we got this thing seems to help us off traffic control.
Alright, take it easy, take it easy.
What you're about to watch is one of those encounters that demonstrates why officers are trained to treat every traffic stop with caution, regardless of how minor the original violation may seem. The stop begins with what appears to be a straightforward traffic violation. According to the officer, the driver changed lanes without signaling and then turned into a parking lot without activating his turn signal at least 100 feet before the turn. Instead of simply accepting the explanation, the driver immediately begins arguing. He insists he didn't do anything wrong and questions why the officer pulled him over. From the officer's perspective, however, the stop is routine. He calmly explains that enforcing traffic laws is part of his job and asks for the driver's license and insurance. At first, the driver complies, but the interaction already carries a tense atmosphere. You can hear frustration in the driver's voice as he repeatedly challenges the legitimacy of the stop. One thing worth pointing out is that disagreeing with an officer about the reason for a traffic stop is not unusual. People often contest tickets in court later, but arguing on the roadside rarely changes the officer's decision and can sometimes distract from resolving the encounter quickly. As the conversation continues, the officer notices something else. He asks what's inside the driver's cup. He tells the driver he smells alcohol. The driver gives a vague answer, saying he had just come from a friend's house and doesn't really explain what he's drinking. Interestingly, the officer doesn't immediately accuse him of driving under the influence. Instead, he tells the driver he isn't overly concerned about the small amount of alcohol at that moment. That response actually lowers the temperature of the conversation. Rather than escalating immediately into a DUI investigation, the officer simply asks the driver to step out of the vehicle while he checks his information. Then the encounter changes completely. The driver asks if he can use the bathroom. The officer tells him he'll have to wait because he's still being detained for the traffic stop. As the driver exits the vehicle, the officer begins conducting what appears to be a brief safety pat-down. This is where everything unravels. The officer immediately notices a suspicious object concealed in the driver's waistband. The driver insists it's nothing more than his belt, but the officer clearly isn't convinced. Within seconds, his commands become urgent. Don't reach! Don't reach! You've got a gun! This is one of the most critical moments in the entire encounter. From the officer's perspective, he has just discovered a firearm that wasn't disclosed, and he sees the driver reaching toward it. Whether the driver's intentions were innocent or not, officers are trained to react to actions rather than assumptions. Once someone reaches toward a firearm during a tense encounter, officers have only fractions of a second to make decisions. The officer repeatedly warns him that if he reaches for the weapon, he could be shot. Notice something important here. The officer doesn't immediately fire. Instead, he gives multiple loud commands. He repeatedly tells the driver not to reach for the gun. He's trying to gain compliance while waiting desperately for backup to arrive. You can actually hear him calling for another officer over and over. That tells me his first choice wasn't to use deadly force. His first choice was to get help and resolve the situation safely. Unfortunately, the driver continues moving. Moments later, shots are fired. Immediately after the shooting, the tone changes dramatically. The officer's attention shifts from stopping a threat to saving a life. He requests emergency medical assistance without delay. He begins trying to stabilize the suspect, while continuing to secure the firearm and maintain scene safety. That transition is something many people overlook in officer-involved shootings. Once the immediate threat is over, officers are trained to provide medical aid whenever it is reasonably safe to do so. Based on the audio, that's exactly what happens here. Now, let's talk about the biggest question people will likely ask. Could this have been avoided? Based on the footage, there were several opportunities before the situation reached this point. The encounter began as a simple traffic stop. The officer remained relatively calm while explaining the alleged violations. Even after noticing alcohol, he didn't immediately arrest the driver. The fatal turning point appears to have been the discovery of the concealed firearm and the driver's movements toward it. If someone is lawfully carrying a firearm, local laws vary regarding whether they must inform officers during a traffic stop. But regardless of jurisdiction, reaching toward a firearm after an officer has discovered it is one of the fastest ways to escalate an encounter. From an officer's perspective, there simply isn't time to determine whether someone intends to surrender the weapon or use it. That's why officers repeatedly instruct drivers to keep their hands visible and avoid sudden movements. It's a simple command that can prevent tragedy. Another thing I noticed was the officer's communication. Even while under extreme stress, he continuously issued clear verbal warnings. He didn't rely on silent assumptions. He made sure everyone nearby knew exactly what he believed was happening. That communication likely helped responding officers understand the threat before they arrived. Of course, investigations into officer-involved shootings examine every detail. Body camera footage, witness statements, forensic evidence, and firearm analysis all become part of determining exactly what occurred. It's important not to jump to conclusions based solely on one camera angle or a single recording. But based on what we've heard here, this traffic stop demonstrates how rapidly a routine law enforcement encounter can become a deadly force situation when a firearm enters the equation. In the end, everyone loses. An officer is forced to make a split-second decision that he'll likely carry for the rest of his career. A suspect suffers life-changing consequences. Families on both sides are forever affected. And what began as an alleged traffic violation becomes another officer-involved shooting under intense public scrutiny. This case serves as another reminder that, during any traffic stop, keeping your hands visible, following lawful commands, and avoiding sudden movements can dramatically reduce the risk of a tragic misunderstanding. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Did the officer handle this encounter appropriately? Could either side have done something differently to prevent the shooting? Share your opinion respectfully in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Grave Note, and turn on notifications for more police body cam analysis and true crime breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.